What's up, everyone? So, I recently made this percussion arrangement of this Zelda song. Well, it was a remix of the Zelda song, but like, it was so cool to make, and it actually came out really well. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna explain how I did it. So, this all started in January. I had the crazy idea that I should make a percussion arrangement of a couple of songs that I really liked from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, a game that came out like a month ago. Just because I thought the songs were so good, I thought, you know what, I'm going to be creative. Let's make a percussion arrangement out of it. So I got to work to writing, and I got to work to recording some of the stuff. And let me just say, this first one I was working on, it was actually not the Zelda video. It was another song that I'm going to be posting later along the line, later this year. So I got to work to recording some of the stuff I needed to get recorded, and I ran into one big issue. I didn't record everything at the same tempo. I don't know how I did that, but like looking back at everything in post, the marimba part was at one tempo while the vibe part was in another, and I was just like, why? How? The thing was, I could have just reshot stuff, re-recorded it, and just fixed the tempo issue, but after looking back at what I recorded, I thought, this doesn't look all that great, and I honestly should wait until I know more about this sort of thing, about like recording and shooting and stuff, before I should try to tackle this type of thing. So I just kind of scrapped the project and I just went throughout my semester. Let me just say, I am so glad that I waited, because I was exposed so many times to recording sessions, audio production, and just a couple other instances that like kind of showed me how I should be doing this and got me encouraged to do this type of thing. So I made a goal for myself that I would try again and try to make another song or another arrangement and like make it really good and post it sometime during the summer. So as soon as my semester ended, as soon as the craziness ended, I started working on the arrangement of the second song I wanted to do, because I was really excited to do that one because that was probably my favorite one of the two. I started working on the arrangement in late May, and it was looking pretty good. I had no clue how to use MuseScore, so it was kind of messy. It probably still is messy. I haven't touched it in a long while. Trying to do this was a little weird because I've never written anything in my life, but I have arranged a couple things. One instance being, and this is gonna sound silly, long story short, I pretty much chopped up this like snare part of this percussion ensemble I was in 8th grade and kind of wrote it for 3 people. If you've watched my channel before, Jake was in it, and I made it for 3 people for snare drums, and like we performed it at the school town show. I added a flip in it because I was like, I gotta make it cool, I gotta add a flip, and it wasn't cool at all. The other instance where I arranged a song, I don't even know if this counts, but I took the like Super Mario Bros. Theme, like the original one, and did like the main part on marimba, and then the other part on another marimba, played it with my sister. Like, it was on my channel for a little bit, then I took it down because like it wasn't good. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I think with better camera angles and just a better, I don't know, setup, it could have been like decent. And also if we actually learned the whole thing, because we didn't.
Sure, I forget. Alright, that's good enough.
But back to the Zelda song. So I finished writing it, and then the next part was like recording. And this was the weird thing. With the video, I decided that I should record everything, like audio. I should record the audio first before I shoot everything, just because I want to make sure I have like good sounds going on and I don't have to keep re-recording just because I messed up. So I'm gonna go like, I have to do this over and over again. So I took like 2 days to record everything. Let me just say, there were a couple of shortcuts I had to do when recording audio, and it was definitely a trip trying to figure out how I should do that correctly. Like, did you know the first chime note that I hit in the entire song, that's a B? They don't make that low of Bs for chimes nowadays, so I had to just get a spare that was in the percussion studio, and it was actually out of tune. So I had to go in the post and like drop the semitone so it would actually sound like it was closer in tune. Like, it was so funny because I played it back and I was like, this is a C. One issue I ran into was recording Symphony because I wanted that to be really big like it was in the original. The problem was I was dumb and like I was thrashing and I had the mic really close, so all the audio was like peaking, it was clipping, it was really, really bad, it was distorted. So I tried to put the mic farther away, and then it sounded a lot softer, but at least it sounded better. So I got the audio, but I wish it was a lot louder in the video. Having that there was a lot of instruments I used for this one song. Setting up everything took forever, both days. So that was really annoying. Then it finally got to the day where I needed to shoot everything. And that was not as bad because I didn't have to worry about playing wrong notes just as much. It was still a little annoying, but it was better than it would have been.
I look fine. Yeah, more or less.
So, I don't think I need. This is too long. Get out of here. Get out of my sight. I'm not burn time yet.
I did it! And that is a wrap.
If there was one thing that I could fix about the video, it would be the fact that I had stands everywhere and it kind of blocked some stuff where I wish I could have just like shown that. But I was too worried about like memorizing and trying to play everything right that I focused just on playing everything right and not memorizing. I was like, I'm just gonna focus on the music and just try to play it down. But it would have looked better if there weren't any stands, but I'm gonna just do without stands for the next video. Or if I do with stands, it's gonna be maybe farther away. Or even like a different camera angle, because that's one thing I also want to do like differently, because everything was shot straight ahead, and with the keyboards it didn't look as good as I wanted. With the drums it looked fine. So the shoot was done. The next thing I needed to do was post-production. So I needed to get all the audio files from the audio recordings I got and just throw them together. Putting all the audio together before I worked on the actual video was annoying because I just used Premiere and it works fine for that sort of thing, but not great. Also, I was working on my slow laptop at the time, so it was kind of annoying, but I got it done. And speaking of that, that's when I ran into my big issue that kept me from working on the video for like 2 weeks, or any video for like 2 weeks. My laptop started crashing over and over and over again. It was crashing like before that, but it was crashing a lot when I was working on this video. So I had to stop, and I was really, really sad. I was really frustrated that I couldn't work on this video that I put so much work into, that I was really, really excited to just like get done and just have this final project, but I couldn't. So I had to stop and figure out how I was gonna get a new laptop, but thank you Lord, I finally got a new one, and it's been doing me wonders. It's been amazing. Premiere actually runs on that thing. It barely ran on the old one. It's amazing. I thank Jesus that I finally have a new one. It's so much better for production stuff. Once I came in, I finally went back to work on the audio stuff, and then I finally put all the video stuff together, and that took a couple of days, and then I pretty much had my final project after a little bit. Like I said, making this whole project was amazing, and I loved it, and the end result was so cool. But like I said, it was a learning experience, and there were a lot of things I wish I could have done better, but that's what the next few times are going to be for, because I have a few songs I definitely want to do before the year ends, and I just want to keep doing this because like I love it and it's so cool. This is like an aspect of music that I really, really enjoy, and I think is just awesome. So hopefully I can do a lot more of these in the future, even past next year, but we'll see. It really depends on my time. Well, I think that's about it. I have some more videos to work on. I'll see you guys later. Bye.